Hi, everyone. I'm Nicole, and I'm the community manager with Moneymentals, which is an online personal finance course unlike any other. So Michael, who's here, this is Michael Goldman. He's a certified financial planner, and he's the creator of the Moneymentals course, which is a 7-week course. And I won't get too much into it, but let's just say that I have different cards that I've written on. And when I take them out at stores, people ask me about them. So if you want to learn more, just go to moneymentals.com and check out all of the benefits of the course. So Michael, hey, thanks for joining us to answer people's questions today.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, this is one that hits close to home for me. Are you ready? I didn't write. Hi, Michael. I'm meeting with a divorce lawyer soon.
Oh, yeah.
What financial information do they need from me to help me?
That's a good
I know it's a law question, but it also is a finance question.
Yeah.
So that gray area.
Yeah, I'll mention there's actually financial planners that specialize in helping people through the divorce process and work with divorce lawyers. And, in some cases that can make a lot of sense to use both those resources. That's not a certification I have, but unfortunately I've been through divorce myself, so I'm a little.
Me too, Michael. Me too.
So usually, and obviously, go by whatever the attorney asks you for. They will definitely ask you for what they want, but usually they're looking for a full accounting of all of your assets, all of your liabilities, all of your income, and usually they're looking also at whether those things were acquired during or before you were married. And whether they were kept separate during the marriage. And then some of it also depends on a lot of it depends on which state you're in. All of the laws are a little bit different, but some states are community property states, and they have a very different way of treating assets than the other. I think there's about 9 community property states or something like that, and the remainder are under a more traditional definition. So if you want to impress your divorce attorney,
and who doesn't?
if you come in the door with a clean list of every asset you have, that means every account at the bank, every investment account, retirement accounts, any real property you have like a home, condo, automobiles, boats, anything like that. So full accounting of all those assets, about what they're worth, and whether they were acquired before or after you were married. And then a similar list of all of the liabilities, credit card debts, mortgages, auto loans, student loans, so forth. And who's the titled owner of that debt. Same for the assets, by the way, whether they're jointly owned or individually owned. That's that kind of an accounting of both assets and liabilities. Then the other thing that they're usually going to look at is income. And so, they're going to end up asking for tax returns and W-2s and all that kind of stuff. So, having that information handy is good, and if there's been any changes to any of that, noting that's helpful.
What do you mean by changes?
About your spouse's information. Usually we kind of know what our spouse makes, or what assets they have. So you may not be exactly sure, but your best guess is useful. And then if there's kids involved, there's a whole other set of stuff that I won't even try to touch. But
that's fine. And I know, that sounds like a pretty good list, actually, to even if you're not getting divorced, to have a good idea of what that is.
It's essentially a personal balance sheet and a personal cash flow sheet. It's kind of like, what are your assets? What are your liabilities? That's the personal balance sheet part. And the cash flow parts is what money comes in from where, and what are my expenses. So if you have those two things are good to have anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You can bring that information, and that'll give you a good start. And they'll ask for other documentation, of course.
Yeah. Great. Thanks, Michael.
Absolutely.